My husband poured 20 years into restoring that car. When I discovered the garage bear, my son admitted he'd sold it. His wife wanted Paris GE more. Can you imagine the moment your world shatters, not with a bang, but with a horrifying, silent realization? I stood in my kitchen, coffee growing cold in my hands, looking out at the garage. The door was open. And my late husband's car, the car that was 20 years of his life, his passion, his legacy, was just gone. But that wasn't even the worst part. What happened the next morning, what one phone call revealed, changed everything I thought I knew about my dead husband. And saved my life from a monster I never saw coming. That's what I noticed first, that open garage door. I was standing there, staring through the window above the sink, a cold dread seeping into me. The space inside was dark, even with the morning light. Dennis never, ever left that door open overnight. Not once in our 43 years of marriage. But Dennis was gone. 8 months now. I set my coffee down, my hands trembling slightly, and walked to the back door. The spring air hit me, warm for April. It was the kind of morning Dennis would already be out there, bent over that car, a rag in his hand. I crossed the yard, the concrete cold beneath my slippers, past the grass that desperately needed mowing. The familiar oil stain in the center of the garage floor was still there, a dark testament to 20 years of the same car sitting in the same spot. But now that spot was empty. Just empty. My chest tightened, a vice grip. I put my hand on the door frame, forcing myself to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 43 years as a nurse, and I still use the same techniques I taught patients in the ICU. Breathe, think, act. But I couldn't think past the gaping, empty space. I walked to his workbench along the back wall. It was exactly how Dennis left it. His tools hung on the pegboard, each one outlined in black marker so he'd know where it went. His red toolbox sat closed on the bench. His work journal lay open next to it, pages filled with his small, careful handwriting. I picked it up. The last entry was dated 3 weeks before he died. His handwriting looked tired, the letters looser than usual. Almost done. 20 years on this beauty? Can't wait to teach Carol to drive her properly. Our retirement road trip starts next summer. My heart ached. I closed the journal, put it back exactly where it had been. The garage still smelled like him. Motor oil and old leather, and that orange hand soap he used. I could almost see him here. Almost hear the classic rock music he played on that old radio, singing along when he thought I wasn't listening. Then a car engine sounded outside, on Oakwood Drive. My son, Brian, pulled his black BMW into the driveway. He'd just bought it, told me at Christmas like I should be impressed. Brian got out. 38 years old, and he still wouldn't look me in the eye when he knew he'd done something wrong. Even from across the yard, I could see it. The way his shoulders hunched, his hands shoved in his pockets. The passenger door opened, and Vanessa, his wife, stepped out. Full story video added in below.